So I was sitting here the other day and I was playing some Spacebourne, as I've been doing a little bit more than I care to admit the last couple of days. And I noticed, as I was playing, that I was going through the same key bindings over and over again, the same series of key bindings. I was keeping repeating those again and again and again and again. So I thought, aha, there's the solution for that, GameGlass. And I thought, I'm just gonna go and check if somebody made a shop. Nobody had. So I made one, and I added some rather cool features I think you will like. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spacebourne. Now, while today's video is not directly sponsored by GameGlass, it does of course feature the product itself, and I have been affiliated with them for a very long time. They are a very good friend of the channel, and I have an affiliate link, and if you go and buy some stuff from them using the link, I do get a card, so just want to make that absolutely clear. Let's get into the point what I've been doing. Here we have the shot that I've made, and this is of course available in the marketplace. You can go and you should be able to pick this up yourself if you want to. I made it in the vertical format because my tablet is vertically mounted, but it should be easy for you to download it and reorientate it horizontally if you wish to do that. I'm just going to go through all the buttons so you know what they do. We of course have a quick save and a quick load button up here. And I'm just quickly going to swap over to the handheld. Sorry for the flickering there, that's my Tobii Eye tracker that's going haywire right now. But okay, so we're going to start with a quick save, quick load. These are programmed to be press and hold in order for them to work, because I don't want to accidentally press quick load and then loading the last save. So if I press and hold my quick save here, you will see the game. There we go. It begins to save. And in a similar fashion, if I press and hold my quick load, there you go. The game now loads in and loads my last save that we just made. There we go. Very straightforward. The next row of keys that you see right here gives you access to your character interface, your contract interface, your cargo, your local system scanner, and your map, the star map basically. Showing those in game, we press the head, we go into the character screen that we see here. If we press the contracts, it takes us directly to contracts. If we press the cargo, there we go, we're now in cargo. If we press the system scanner, there you go, system scanner, and finally the map. So now we get into the more interesting buttons, and this is the big one here called emergency boost. Let me show you how that works. So some ships comes with this energy boost feature. You can see I have this down here on my 5 key, and if I press that, my ship will lurch forward rather quickly, covering a decent amount of distance. Now there's a game mechanic that if you shut off your engine while using this energy boost, you will go a lot quicker. So I can press left alt to shut my engines off and then activate my energy boost. Look what happens now. I retain that speed and I'm now drifting. Look how quickly the planet is moving by. And as long as my engines are offline, I'll keep drifting at this insane speed. So left alt to turn the engines back on. If we turn around, we can now see the station is far away somewhere. Where did they go? Oh, it's back there. It's very far away. Okay, I made a little bit further than I thought. But what the emergency boost button does, it automates all that. It shuts off your engines, and if you have, this button will obviously only work if you have an engine boost on your ship. Do not use this button if you do not have the engine boost, and if it's not in your number 5 slot, you need to go and change the shot so that it fits. I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute. But first, let me just show you this in action. I'm going to just point in the direction I want, and I'm going to click the emergency boost button.
Engine module offline.
There you go. And you saw it automatically put me into warp, or not to warp, but into this fast drift, and I'm gonna keep drifting. And it automatically turns my engines back online again after I think I set it to 10 seconds, and now we are pretty much just right next to the station. As I said, you need to have the engine boost on your ship in order for this to work. It comes as a perk on the ship, so it's tied to the ship model. And if yours is for some reason not in the number 5, you just go into the shard here, you click on the shard, inside GameGlass, you click on actions, and in here you can see there's the pressing down and releases. I have to put some time in between press and release, otherwise the game doesn't catch them properly. So you can see here where it says 5, this is where I press and activate the engine boost. You just have to change that to something else, basically, if you want to, if you have it someplace else. Battle stations, the next big button we have here. This is a fun one. Battle stations does exactly what you would expect it to. It makes your ship ready for combat, but it does even more than that. So look what happens here. I'm going to press and activate battle stations.
Weapons online.
Okay, so right now, it deployed my weapons, it activated my first weapon group, where I always will have my thermal damage, where I have my shield removing weapons. But look what my ship is doing. I'm not touching anything. It will also constantly deploy flares. So that means I can now just fly around, and I could focus on shooting down bad guys, and my ship would just constantly flare. Flare is an infinite resource. They don't run out. This makes you almost invulnerable to missiles, because your ship is just constantly flaring, and you don't need to worry about missiles anymore, because this will just protect you. And when I go out of battle station mode, like so, weapons are retracted, and the flaring, of course, stops. Next set of keys here says speed, balanced, and combat. This is your automated pip management. So if we take a look at our pips down here in the lower right hand corner, and I press the speed button, it does exactly what you would expect. It moves all my pips over to the engines. If I press the balance button in the middle, it resets it back to center. And finally, the combat one, press that. It sets, it balances pip between defense and weapons, so shields and weapons, and it removes all pips from engines, as I find that in a combat situation I don't really need that fast running speed. The ship's often fast enough without pips there, and it just means that I have more firepower, more defense. So those are basically just automated pip management buttons. Now, out here on the sides, we have the consumables 1 to 3, and we have the perks 3 to 5 out here on the other side. The consumables are the ones you see down here in the lower left-hand corner, and again, level 1 to 3. So if you want to activate any of those 3 modules, again, you can swap these out. So I have just like shield repair, armor repair, and weapon boost. You can have others, you can have them in another order. So it's really up to you what you want to have there. You can fit that out as you will. But these buttons will just activate those. So if I want to, let's say I want to activate some more firepower, I'm going to press the 2. And there we go, more firepower has now been activated. There we go. More firepower for me. Nice. Okay. And similarly in the other side, if I want to use any of my perks, let's say I want to use my all boost, I press my 4. There we go. All boost is now activated, and I can press the 4 button here again to deactivate it. Pretty straightforward. I want to end up with the auto warp. So the 2 ones down here is basically just deploying landing gear and taking off from a landing pad. So those are also pretty straightforward. Pressing the landing gear button, like so, landing gear deploys. Nothing special. And if we press the up key, you will see my ship will move up a little bit. So just applies upward thrust, take you off the landing pad, just auto launches you basically. The toggle auto throttle button does exactly as you would expect. It toggles the auto throttle. That's usually set on caps lock, so just presses caps lock once for you. Now the auto warp is where it gets interesting. If we just set a route, let's say we set it to a Stargate here. What I will do now is I will align myself up towards the Stargate. I have to do that myself. But once I'm aligned up to the Stargate, like this, right? I can now press auto warp. And from this point on, the ship is doing its own thing. It activated my warp drives, it waits for it to calibrate, and then it presses the button, so you know, no hands, and accelerates the ship up. So instead of you having to, like, middle mouse button, wait for it to calibrate, and then press shift and hold shift until you are up, you just press auto warp, and the ship warps to your desired destination for you, as long as you are aligned with the target that you are trying to warp to. You have to do the alignment yourself, but it will do that whole process. If you're interested in playing around with this shard yourself, you can go to GameGlass.d2a.com, where you can get GameGlass for yourself, and then you can just simply get in here, and I've already listed it in the marketplace, as we can see in here. It is shared on marketplace, so it should be available under the collection Spacebourne 2. It might take a while, but by the time this video is up, it should be available in the marketplace. So you can go download the shard for yourself, play around with it, alter it to fit your own playstyle, or move the items around if you like them in another order, if that's what you like, or maybe you like the pip management to be different. You can go and change all that up to your liking. But do let me know if there are things you would change about this. Are there any buttons you feel like I should change? Is there anything you feel like I should add? Or is there anything you feel like that's redundant? Let me know in the comment section below, and I would love to see you make maybe your own version of this and sharing it with the GameGlass community. Thanks a lot for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys in space.